Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network, and happy Friday to all. Friday means prop party. We'll be talking about our favorite props, touchdowns, parlays, make a lotto, finally, hopefully get one home, and we'll do so all in just 1 minute. That's right. It's Friday. It's time to talk props. Terrible Thursday night game last night. Of course, Rudy's here. He's upset about the Thursday night game too. He wants to talk props. We got to get things right, Steve. Tyler will be joining us here shortly. But while we're waiting for Tyler, I mean, we don't really need to recap last night. How can we palate cleanse last night?
I mean, it was such an exciting game. Yeah, no, it was a rough game. I will give Gino a lot of credit. He was clearly playing through some pain.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. But Denver, thank God for their defense, because their offense just kept shooting themselves in the foot. Yeah,
Knicks looks rough. So they got to get that right.
The one interception was definitely Troy Franklin's fault, but
but Knicks looks rough. I mean, he's looking bad. So he needs to, that offense needs to get it right before they face the Chiefs in week 11.
Robbins might be out.
Yeah, I saw that about a hip trap tackle, and that looked bad. That's frustrating too. But all right, palate cleanse. Talk about your thoughts for week 10. I'm going to tweet that we're live, and then we'll get into it.
Well, we have the early game on Sunday morning, which is a big game for
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor versus Bijan Robinson.
Bijan is in your drafters main, right?
Not my drafters main. He's in my drafters main, not in the mini. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
But that should be a fun game. It'll be interesting to see how the Colts rebound after their loss to the Steelers and all that. But the slate is interesting. We have some games, probably some clear blowout spots like Buffalo versus Miami. A couple others, but then we have some ones. I mean, the blowout could be the Browns versus the Jets, but as crazy as that sounds, but it's we have a lot of some injuries to decipher, and the big one being whatever's going on with DeAndre Swift. It sounds like Kyle Monangai is now fully starting or likely to start, and then the rest of the Bears got healthy, Komet and Burden off the injury report. I don't think that totally nukes Loveland, but is at least somewhat interesting how to decipher. I still like Monangai and Adunze from that game, but it's and this has been expected, but Bucks once again without Chris Godwin and Bucky Irving. It sounds like Chris Godwin will miss essentially the month of November. Just a lot of injury stuff to kind of delve through every week and see where we can find some edges. I haven't seen an update on Brock Purdy, if he's expected to play or not.
I thought it was still trending towards Mac Jones.
Okay.
But I didn't.
I know Ricky Pearsall's not going to play, but
right.
Yeah.
I don't see anything official. Let me go to the Twitter underdog. Rudy. I mean, I need to find a man that loves me as much as Rudy. I mean, these kisses are just wild. He's out of he's like the kissing bandit. What is going on, Rudy? Okay. Underdog NFL. I just wanted to do a quick scroll through again as we're waiting for Tyler before we get started. Okay. Bill, not on the injury report. Terry officially listed out. Tyrod Taylor, not on the injury report. They're still playing what's this?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything official on that.
Okay, so there's nothing official on that. Aaron Jones feels good. Raiders fired their defensive coordinator. Penny Sewell is playing. That's even more. We'll get into the Lions in a minute. Ollie Gordon questionable. BTJ out. That's a big one. Aaron Jones is questionable. Christian Gonzalez, that's big for the Bucs Patriots game, is not on the injury report. Cole Kmet not on an injury report because that was something to consider with Loveland. Burden not on the injury report. Swift questionable, personal. Let's see, anything else? Pittman not on the injury report. Kamara questionable. And then crap, we probably don't care about. Okay, we already knew Butte, Ramondre Stevenson rolled out. So Ted's questionable.
Rico, that one did. That was a pop up. That was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, we already knew Bucky and Chris Godwin out this week.
Yeah, BTJ out. That's another big one.
Yeah, BTJ out. Dowdle not on the injury report. Obviously, that's another big one to know that he's playing. James Cook is ready to go, not on the injury report. That was another big one. So, against that Dolphins run defense.
Yeah, for both Dowdle and Cook. Those are the ones I was worried about. They're both cleared. I feel really
the best phone call. This is true. Rudy can sense the still lingering Scatterbo pain. He's just trying to give me kisses or eat my shirt. I mean, Rudy. Mommy needs to win money because you need to be sent to camp. Okay. Garrett Wilson, I think he's playing this week, right?
Yeah, I think he's good to go.
Okay.
It's just, I don't think we know for sure who is throwing him the ball.
Let me catch up on chat, and then I have a couple overarching thoughts too, and then we can get into it, and Tyler can join us when he comes on. Rudy, okay, come on. Let's look at that sweet tongue. Show everybody how sweet you are, okay? Mike, Rob, always good to see you. I feel like someone's definitely invested in the Lions game, really invested. Yes, in Discord. And of course, as you guys are coming in, hit that like button. If you're watching over on Twitter and you want to see more Rudy's cute face, come over, hit that. I'll bring Tyler in a minute. If you watching over Twitter, hit that. Come over, join us here. Make comments, interact with us here on YouTube. Hit that like button. We appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the Fanspeak Network, we're on the road to 1,000 subs, and we will do a 24-hour live stream during the big board if we get there. So come on over, subscribe. We have shows every single weekday, sometimes two, like today, Degen Dads, 9:30 p.m. tonight. So definitely check that out. And finally, link in the description for our Substack. Get in our Substack, come over, join us on Discord, have some fun convos over there. I've been talking. I did a touchdown parlay slip with all Lions. Did you see that, Steve?
I did.
How did you not like that? Did you love it?
I mean, look, it's very fair. So
how do the Lions not score 40? So we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, Rudy, this is enough. Get down. And then Mike says, Candy Cane Meg out there. Yeah, I was in a lazy mood, so I just threw on my just comfortable Sherpa. We got DJ Quill in here. Happy Friday to you as well. We got Kicks in here. You don't think Tua will be in the winning lineup in the Millie Maker?
Probably not.
Probably not. You never know. And then, yes, again, Rudy was definitely sensing my still lingering Scatterbo pain. That's not wrong. Okay, yeah. Kick says, last I heard, Mac Jones is starting. I think that covers it. But yes, my overarching themes is there's like Bills, Ravens, Lions that there's a lot of pieces I like for props, or I think those are going to be ones that score. I think I'm going to do kind of what Bruni did with like the over 20 points. I'm going to do over team total. And I also put in Discord, like, how are we not doing over like an alt total for the Lions? Let me bring, okay, Tyler's not there right now. When he comes back, I'll bring him in. I'm crushing it this morning as I'm wrestling with Rudy. Can you see that I'm wrestling with Rudy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's such a good boy.
Lay down. So yeah. How do we not, hold on one second. How do we not just bet the over like alt team total? I don't see how they don't score at least 5 touchdowns, in that game. Let me bring Tyler in for this one. How's it going, Tyler? Happy week 10. We were talking about, of course, Lions destroying the Washington defense, but how are you doing? How are you feeling for week 10? Oh, we got you on mute.
Love getting that out of the way right off the bat. But
off the bat, I love it.
Dealing with the same stuff you're dealing with, Meg. I see you over there pushing dog down. I just had to fight my way back through the door to keep the other ones on the other side of the door. So
you got 2 German Shepherds, right?
3 Beagles.
3 Beagle. I don't know.
They're probably standing on the other side of this door looking at it with the head.
That was so off. Why did I think it was? I totally thought it was German Shepherd. I don't know.
They were German Shepherds. They might come through the door.
That is true. Okay, so you were fighting your way through 3 Beagles. I have a boxer like eating my arm and eating my Sherpa. But anyways, how are you doing? How are you? What are you thinking about week 10?
I'm good. Hopefully the Sunday games are better than last night because that was torture last night. That was bad. Denver might be the worst 8-2 team I've ever
Oh,
seen.
definitely.
Oh,
Definitely.
I mean, their defense is legit, but their offense is the biggest roller coaster.
It is so
They-
bad. Bo
They
They
Nix,
can put up 40
No.
points against the Cowboys or the Giants, but then these games against the Raiders, they can barely crack double digits. It's awful.
it is
Oh, it's
bad. I don't think they really have a shot at anything. Maybe they win a wild card game if they get a right matchup, but outside of that, this team's no real threat.
Yeah. Oh, totally agree. They look awful. They got to turn it around.
They might be less of a threat than Pittsburgh.
Oh, I think Pittsburgh would definitely beat them in the playoffs if they want to make noise in the playoffs. They've got to get right. It looks bad. So yeah, that was awful. Again, shout out to our 2 prop party parlays. You had nailed it the first 2 weeks ago, and then Steve and I didn't get there last week. Amon-Ra missed it by just 3 yards. We literally had it right there, and it's not your fault, Amon. It was a good play. I mean, he had like 12 targets or something like that, didn't he?
If J-Mo would have stepped out of bounds on that last drive like they thought he did when they marked him out at the 3, I was like, this is perfect. This is slant drag route territory for St. Brown. Then they reviewed it, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
his foot is not out of bounds. I was like, they're going to count this as a touchdown. And we just never got another shot.
And I thought they'd get the ball back. We just never got another
McCarthy made like his best throw of the game to seal it, and it's like, oh God.
Oh yeah, the one to Naylor.
Yeah,
that was terrible. The worst torture for me, Tyler. I don't even know if I told you this. I know I told Steve this. So I think it's the Score app. I think whatever app I was using. I was using that to look at stats, look at whatever. And I see 102 and I'm like, we got it. We won our prop party lotto. This is so exciting. And it was a stat error. They were just off. And so that was such a bummer. But I mean, you were right on. So what we're saying is we're on point the last couple of weeks. And what we're talking about, of course, we do it on Degen, the Degen Power Hour, not close yesterday. But if you were betting any overs yesterday, you were not close yesterday. Right, Steve?
Yeah, it was bad.
That was ugly. So, but we've been close on some Degen Power Hours. We've been close on some of these last 2 prop parties for sure. We do a $5 like fun little lotto, basically like a 50-1 type thing, and just have some fun with it. And damn it, have we not been close? So let's try to get it home this week. My overarching theme for this week is basically I like some of these like alt team totals, like the Lions. It's like the Lions are pissed off from losing at home to the Vikings. Apparently President Trump's going to be in attendance. I just heard that on the McAfee show. So you don't think MCDC wants to play for it? I feel some like that he'd want to play good for Trump. And I don't care where you are on the political aisle. Like, come on. The president will be in attendance, apparently, obviously representing, November and, the salute to service month and everything like that. So, and then our Washington defense is just god awful, terrible. Lattimore's out. It just means you won't have holding calls. Like, he's terrible. That was a terrible trade. Washington's defense is terrible. So I just want to like literally bet everything Detroit possible. Am I wrong? What do you think? What do you think, Tyler?
No, I think Detroit smashes them.
Yeah. Don't you think they go over 40? I mean, like 5 touchdowns.
If they don't, I think they close in on it really close.
Yeah. So I'm definitely betting that alt 40 and over by itself. And then I'm trying to think if you could do any other alt team total overs, like 2 other ones that you would like push over their team total. Who would it be? Bills, Ravens, Rams? Ravens. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Ravens a lot.
Either Ravens or maybe even the Seahawks.
Yeah. Wait, Seahawks are
Cardinals.
Playing Arizona at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
That's right. Okay. That's another good one. I'm writing this down. It's like
especially with them adding Shaheed. I mean,
well, how active do you think Shaheed will be this first week?
Well, now Horton is a little banged up, so they might just go out and be like, all right, like you've been in this offense with Clint Kubiak before, just run deep.
That's the other thing too, is this isn't going to be like a whole system change for him.
Yeah.
Certain things are going to just come right with it that he's seen before. He's the only other receiver on that team with a prop out right now, and he's set 40.5. So I think they're expecting him to play and be a big part of the offense right off the bat. Yeah,
that's a good call about Seahawks too. And Ravens. I might do like a Seahawks Lions Ravens like alt team total. Rudy, I mean, you might be going in your crate. This is insane. But yeah, Mike's giving me a hard time because was it yesterday's show, Steve? I kept calling the Lions Rams, and he was like, "I have to give you my daughter's animal book to help you out here." This is yeah, it was a struggle bus. Look at Tyler Lockett, Steve, last night. I mean, that was like the one over you wanted to take last night. Tyler Lockett.
I know. And like you said, it's the dumbest timeline, but it's, I mean, how does Brock Bowers only have one catch?
They just came out and said Torrey Horton listed doubtful for week 10.
Okay. Definitely looked like it was trending that way.
Okay. And Kicks made some money spreads pick. You went with his sided with his Raiders, covering the spread, took Raiders to cover their spread, and Kicks made some money on that. So love to see it because I certainly did not make money.
Yeah, when I heard that was spreads pick, I was like, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah, but he was right, and Kicks made some money on that. So great to see it. Love to see it. All right. I think we've covered kind of our overarching themes for the week. So at this point, I think it's time to talk props. All right. Week 10 props, whether it's at the line or pushing it. Tyler, what do you like?
We're going to go to that Detroit game, Meg. We're going to go to your guy, Sam Laporta, 45.5 on his yards.
Love it.
Played way too short. Tight ends have crushed this Washington team all year.
Washington, yes.
And he's had some really good games recently outside of the two duds where their offense just couldn't get anything going, Detroit as a whole. So I like Sam Laporta over 45.5. Almost called him a Monroe right there. If we were getting a Monroe at 45.5, I'd be emptying my 401k.
Absolutely. I love it. Steve, I know you like Laporta because I know it's your touchdown treasure chest pick. I love Laporta. I love all lines this week. Blanket statement for me. What's your first prop?
It was Sam Laporta. So I'm going to pivot to my second one. And I'm not seeing a line for it yet. Yeah, they don't have a rushing line for Kamanon guy.
No, I was looking for it. They took it down with the Swift news.
Yeah. So
that was going to be my let's keep an eye on it, because I don't know that any line's going to be too high against this Giants defense, especially now if he's getting full workload. So
let me go to my third one. And I'm going to go, I know it is a higher line, but I love Derrick Henry in this game.
Yeah.
I think he comes out and, we saw last week with Lamar, and now they have a long week. 80 plus is minus 107, 90 plus money, 143. I'd probably do it at 80 and 100. 100 is plus 215. I just think the Vikings, I know they shut down the Lions running game, but prior to that, they've been struggling against the run.
Yeah.
And I think
the week before on Thursday night, it was
Monty Vidal had 130 yards on him.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I
like the Henry call.
I love Derrick Henry this week.
Yeah, I'm with you. If Mike Rob's still listening, I'm sure he likes that too. I'm going to stick with the Lions theme. You talked about it on the DFS portion of our show yesterday that speed kills Washington because Washington's defense is old and slow. So I like every Lions player in DFS, in underdog dailies, in betting, but I think we get a big bounce back spot for Jahmyr Gibbs. 110 plus rush and receiving is plus 125. I like that a lot. Quite honestly, I think you could alt that higher. You are insane, Rudy. So I really, really like that. I assume Gibbs is another Lions player that you like pushing, Steve?
He is. I think, like you said, rush receiving is the way to go. There's times he can get that just rushing, but I think I would always combo it here.
All right. Tyler and Steve, you go again next while I go get a Kong or something to control this dog.
All right, Tyler, you go first.
I'll give out my next one. I was actually going to go with the Mononga one, and then Steve called that one out. And then Steve took my next pick. So I'm going to go way down the ladder here.
So we're really in sync.
So we're really locked in, which is a good thing. So, and then Meg on the Gibbs one, that was also on my list. So This is a good show. Everyone's locked in. I think I got to get a little off the radar, though. I don't think anyone was targeting this guy because guys target this team. They target the other wide receiver. Give me Darius Slayton over 39.5 yards against the Chicago defense. They can't cover anything.
I love it.
He's going to throw for 200 plus in this matchup more than likely. I don't think their run game is going to be that effective with Tracy and Devin Singletary. Slayton's the deep ball guy too, so you can get this in one catch. 39.5 seems too short for a guy who's been on the field over 90% of the snaps the last 2 weeks, and he gets 4 to 5 targets. He had 6 last week. If he ticks up to 6 or 7, I think it's a nice play at 39.5.
No, I agree. I'm big on Slayton this week, definitely in like the DFS or the underdog daily space, just because like ownership and all that. But yeah, the price is right, because this is a guy who he's always been a deep ball threat, and he's had multiple deep balls called back this year due to honestly bad penalties. And last week he had 65 yards. So I love the Slayton call. My next one, I'm sticking at the running back position, and I'm going to go Rico Dowdle, 90 yards, minus 119, 100 is plus 130. I'll probably do both. We've seen it 3 games. They say we're going to give him the ball 20 times, 3 games, soaring over 100 yards. Like this guy, he's clearly the lead in the backfield now. He's off the injury report. It's against the Saints team. They should have a very plus game script. And now it sounds like Tep McMillan might be banged up and is questionable. Yeah, I think this just becomes the Rico show, and he gets all the work that he can handle in this game.
Which one? I missed Slayton from Tyler, right? I like that.
Yeah, Slayton, 39.5.
Absolutely love that. I had that. I mean, we are in lockstep, guys. Like, I think everything that you guys have said so far, I had written down, and it sounds like we've stolen each other's stuff for you guys too. So this is feeling good. I like that. That's good vibes. I thought I had it on, but I'm going to look for it on FanDuel, because I forget, DraftKings, you can only alt things at like 25 and 40 for certain things. So I don't mind. I just think with Terry McLaurin still out, that, the weapons for Washington is terrible. As I've suggested, they're going to be playing from a massively negative game script, in my opinion. So I just think Mariota is going to have to take off and run. I was surprised he didn't get there in the Chiefs game, but he took off and run a few times, but really didn't get much with it. I like him to get 30 plus rushing yards. He's done it in most of his appearances. So I like 30 plus rushing for Mariota to run his ass off to get out of trouble, because he really only has Ertz and Debo. They didn't even use in that Chiefs game. Who's the running back I'm thinking of that they were checking it down to?
Nichols.
Yeah, they didn't even use him. I mean, whatever. The Washington is just a disaster right now. But I don't mind Mariota scrambling his ass off again in that Lions game, when I think they're going to be playing from quite a negative game script. That's actually the only thing I'm a little worried about in the Lions. Actually, no, but that's the beauty of betting on the Lions in these situations, is they keep the foot on the gas. It's not like they get super conservative. They absolutely keep it, whether it's alt props, alt team total, they keep the foot on the gas. So I love that. Tyler, what's your next one?
I'm going to bet this one strictly out of the injury news we got. Just give me the Shaheed over 38.5. It's went down 2 yards since we got that injury news. He's probably going to have to play wide receiver too, because it doesn't look like Kupp's coming back either.
Yeah.
He knows this Kubiak system. Darnold's light years better than the 2 guys he's played with this year. That could be one catch for Shaheed against his Cardinals defense. So I think I'm going to take that shot on that 38.5 on him. JSN can't get 20 targets this game, right? He can't get all the targets from Darnold. Someone else has got to get something.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Steve, what do you got?
No, well, and like we saw, it could just, he might only need 1 target for that line, like Tyler said, it's a very low line, particularly for a deep ball receiver. So no, I love that call. So my next one is I'm going to go back to the Bears game. And, I think last week it was just a matchup issue. I think Rome Odunze gets back in the positive side, 60 plus, minus 105, 70 plus 145. And I mean, you can even bump it up even further. Overall, he's still clearly Caleb's number 1 target on the year, even with these guys coming back like Burt. Like that to me doesn't impact him near as much. So I just think,
yeah, but why was it so bad last week? I know like there was one called back, the touchdown Caleb threw behind him, but he should be getting way more targets than what he's getting.
Yeah, I do think, and Huheems and I talked about this, is DJ Turner is a really legit corner. And when he's the only legit defensive piece that they have, everyone else is open. And even if they're not open, you can trust that they're, it would be bad news bears and they're going to fall down and, not make tackles and stuff like that. So it's like, why throw to the one guy who's covered by a legitimate NFL player versus everyone else? So.
Yeah, no. Okay. That's fair. I certainly hope for the best ball bags that Rome gets back to, scoring touchdowns and going well north of his prop line. We got our guy Spread in here joining the prop party. Always good to see you, Spread. And Spread, I don't know if you saw this earlier comment from Kix, but Kix made some money tailing your pick with the Raiders cover. So I know as a Raiders fan, you don't like losses, but congrats on the Raiders cover for sure. Also mentioning Mike's in on the Henry call, and Lamar does well against the NFC, like that game in general. I would agree with that as well. I'm going to go to the game where there's two bad run defenses. Bills, Dolphins, divisional matchup, two bad run defenses. James Cook, 90 plus is plus 102. Achan, 70 plus is plus 108. I just think, in Miami, I see this game, I see both running backs getting there in that game. I might just kind of ladder those two together. I don't know, Tyler, you called Cook 2 weeks ago to get 100 when his line was around 70. He goes for 200. What do you see him doing against this pretty bad Dolphins run D?
I mean, he went for 108 earlier this year against them on 19 carries.
Right. That's what
that was the only game other than because then he has 6 other games against him in his career. None of them crack 80 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone was fading this Miami defense rushing wise for 4 weeks. It kind of slowed down with Bijan. Henry got there last week, but it was more of just like the volume and the fact that they took the lead in the game and just ran away with it. Cook could fall into that same game script, but it almost seems like Miami's literally shelling out everything to stop the run. They'll let you beat them through the air. Don't think you're beating them on the ground. So he should get over that number, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of those games where Cook has 14 carries for 60 yards and a touchdown, and Josh Allen's got 250, 3 touchdowns, and multiple receivers are at like 80 yards.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of liked it just because it's like, Bills run defense is giving up aren't they giving up close to 6 yards a carry? It's like 5 something. Yeah. It's bad. They give up a ton. Question from Kix. What do you think about Jalen Lane over 24.5 at minus 115? I guess. It's just hard with these ancillary Washington pieces. What did Lane get last week? I want to say he had around 20.
Yeah. No, he should, with no Luke McCaffrey, no Terry McLaurin, no Noah Brown.
But Luke McCaffrey went out first, early last.
Oh, I know. But last week you can't judge
Yeah.
Does Mariota throw to Lane, or is Lane more of a Jaden Daniels guy? That's the other thing.
Yeah. Okay. Kick said 29 last week.
Yeah. I think it's a fair call because he'll be out there. But to Tyler's point, he is more of a deep ball guy.
Yeah.
He can get it on just 1 or 2 catches. So that's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I it's not something I love, but I don't mind it. For me, it'd be more like a parlay. I'd add it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
I wouldn't mind looking for McNichols receiving yards and receptions.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
Mariota loved to check down to him.
Yeah.
So
what happened last week?
I just think that's what he goes back to.
I was so confused. I was so there have been now multiple weeks in a row where on Monday night, just honestly, the last week or two, I've been ice cold and I'm being totally forthcoming and honest because we were pretty hot weeks 3 through 5 or 4 through whatever it was. When I had my Scataboo that I could just bet on, but no, I was so confused. I was so confident about the McNichols receiving that Monday night and he got nothing. And I was just so confused how that happened when they were in such a negative game script. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I hope it goes back there because that's an easy one to bet on. I do think Chris Rodriguez is going to get a lot more work this week.
Yeah, it just rubs me as the way they play their offense with the quarterback switch. Jaden wasn't much of the check down guy.
Yeah,
he would more look down the field or just run it to where Mariota looks his couple reads. Where's the running back? Where's the tight end standing right in front of me? I'm just going to dump it off.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
it's weird because last year Jaden was a check down guy. He checked down Eckler all the time.
Eckler was his guy. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That makes sense.
But this year, you're right. Like this game
it's like
on
he's trying
Seattle,
to do too much.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I made the comment, him and Lamar both came back from hamstrings, and Lamar obviously sat much longer. And Lamar ran half the number of times, and they were all like, it was not the same. So, yeah, Jaden just tried to put it on his shoulders, and that did not work.
Yeah. Okay, so I did the liking Cook Achane. So definitely feel like there are bad run defenses to attack there. But what's your next one, Tyler?
My next one, I'm going to go back to that Baltimore game. He got me 2 weeks in a row. Hopefully he doesn't give me a third time. I'm going back to Zay Flowers at 64.5.
Okay. Yeah. He should be he's like the first read guy. And I think, sorry, I forget the defensive coach now, not Bowles, but
Flores.
Thank you. Flores brings the heat that could be a first read for Lamar.
Yeah.
So
first read for him. Even if Henry nukes his defense, they still like to throw the ball somewhat in this Baltimore offense. I think you would have got there last week if they didn't just nuke Miami right off the field and didn't have to throw the ball pretty much in the second half. And the week before that, he gets to 64 yards, and that was with Huntley. So I think in a spot inside a dome, this is why you're going to see this offense really hum. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets to 100 also. So I'll take the 64.5.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair, especially as like a quick outlet. Excuse me. Steve, what's your next one?
My next one, I'm going to go back to old reliable and do Christian McCaffrey.
I had rush receiving.
Rush receiving.
I had that too.
120 is minus 111, 130 plus 131. Yes, the Rams are a tough matchup, but again, no Pearsall. Like, he's going to be the number one option on this team. He rarely leaves the field. I mean, his snap share is off the charts this year.
And with Kittle back, the blocking's much better in the run game.
Yeah, so that helps the running game. And I just think, I will say, Kyle Shanahan has done very well against McVay historically, and we saw this on the Thursday game before when the 49ers were even way more banged up with no Jennings, no Kittle in that game.
That's right. They had literally just had McCaffrey basically, and then it was Bourne looked like prime Jamar Chase.
Yeah. I like McCaffrey to have a big game here.
I like that call. Just for fun, I just want to see, we talked about Laporta, we talked about Gibbs. To stick with my whole entire theme of just target as many, I'm going to read you the rest of the Lions, and you tell me what you would bet on. Or what you like the most outside of what we already talked about. So we already talked about Laporta. We already talked about Gibbs rush receiving 110, plus 110. Yeah, 110 is plus money. So you got Amon-Ra lined around 80. So you could get plus money at 90. JMO 50 plus is plus 103. And then you'd go to like Montgomery rushing, because I mean he gets a little passing, but Montgomery rushing is, let me find that, is 50 plus minus 103. And then Goff, just from the quarterback perspective, I'm guessing you'd have to go up to 250 plus is minus 110, 260 is plus 112. And then I'm guessing you'd have to go to 3 passing touchdowns. Let me see that really quick, what the numbers are there, because you could certainly have some Jared Goff fun. Yeah, 2 is juiced heavily, 3 plus 143, 4 plus 447. I like it all. I'm trying to prioritize what I like the most. So I'll go to each of you now that we've read all the Lions props against this horrible Washington defense. Tyler, outside of Laporta, Gibbs rush receiving, which of those do you like the most of what I just read?
Probably Monty's rushing yards.
Yeah, 50 plus.
Yeah, it gets into a leading game script. They kind of pull Gibbs off the field, just let him run.
Yeah, that makes sense. Steve,
I'm sure. Honestly, I think they're all very attainable. It's just not everyone will get there, especially with the reports that Isaac Tesla is going to be involved more. But Meg's just trying to bleach her Giants Cam Scadaboo shirt into.
I swear I didn't get it. But I think I am going to get the Angry Runs Scadaboo shirt to put up as the whole t-shirt theme. I think I'm going to get that because the worst case scenario already happened. He already hurt himself.
Never playing again.
What's that?
He's never playing again now.
Steve, shut up. You know I want his Angry Runs t-shirt. So I need that to put that in the background. And how about if I never wear it? I mean, again, the worst case scenario happened. He was having a league winning season and we lost him week 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's devastating. So yeah.
So for me, I probably will say, because look, I think the Lions can get there any way they want to, but this kind of feels like I think Goff will have a big game. So I actually kind of like just targeting Goff because it doesn't matter whether he's passing to the backs, tight ends, receivers. So I like it, maybe taking Goff 260 and 3 touchdowns and just combining that together.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, I wanted to see what that is. So 3 touchdowns and 260. I think you could go even higher, quite honestly. But is because again, the beauty of the Lions is they don't take the foot off the gas.
Yeah.
But 260 and 3 is, see, it didn't add a ton. It goes up to plus 262. Yeah, 270 and 3 is 3-1. So I like that.
Okay.
All right, that's my last one. Anything else that you guys like?
No, I'm
That's
good
it for me.
All right. But Mike Rob, you're not wrong. I just everybody knows my story that I did. My first DFS win was a Rams lineup against Washington. I'm going to do that with the Lions this week in DFS. I'm going to do that with props and touchdowns, and I'm just going to have some fun with it.
That, just because it rung back in my head. Last week, I ran that Bengals Bears just full game stack.
Right.
I had Flacco, I had Mononga, I had T. Higgins, I had Jamar Chase. Then I had this dud named Roma Dunze.
Oh, I know. Can you
my
believe
lineup all the way to the bottom. I scored 180 some points with a 0 in the lineup.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's what's so crazy is how in a game
Like anyone else but him in that spot.
Yeah.
I would want a decent amount of money. Not all of it. I don't want a decent amount, but just anyone else.
That's so annoying. Yeah. I mean, a game that scored like what, 90, almost 90 points.
Mm-hmm.
How does Roma Dunze get a 0?
Not a single fantasy point.
That is insane. This is like, NFL just, it always keeps you on your toes because stuff like that, definitely, that was wild. All right. Now it's time to talk touchdown.
Watch out! He's got getting away from the pop speed. Touchdown!
All right. Touchdowns. My first one was Monongai at plus 165. It's now minus 175. So can't go there. But no, I mean, I was looking for some fun plus odds, but I thought that was funny to start with. But Tyler, what's your first touchdown?
I'm going to stick with my guy, Darius Slayton, plus 265.
I like that. Yeah, I think against that Bears defense, that makes sense. Steve, what do you got?
I'm going to go with Mark Andrews. He is just Lamar's guy in the red zone.
Yeah.
Plus 160. I think you're getting really good money for that. I mean, I also like Derrick Henry minus 150 in that game for a running back who gets that many carries, particularly red zone carries. That's a pretty low number just because he hasn't, he didn't score last week and, he hasn't scored as many touchdowns this year, but Lamar's back. So I think Henry could get in the box also.
I like that. Oh, we got Mike Rob. First of all, we got Jamie in here, the creator of the Degen Dad's Anthem. Check it out on the channel. We have it on the channel, but also check it out tonight. It'll actually be the intro. We took the chorus, or not we, Bruni, who is creative and putting together this stuff, took the chorus and has a new Degen Dad's intro compliments of Jamie's anthem. Thank you so much. And Jamie is going to be helping me come up with a new intro for the rest of the Fanspeak shows. So shout out to Jamie. Thank you so much to him. Good to see you in here. Happy Friday to you. And of course, our guy, Mike Rob. Shout out to Mike Rob. We appreciate you. How about we throw in at least one Lamar likely lineup? Mike, I will do that for you. I will present it to you. I actually like it. Likely at 60 yards. I actually might look at Likely's yards. He had 60 yards Thursday night. Was it? No, last. Yeah. So I'm going to do a Lamar Likely lineup for you, but thank you. Shout out to Mike Rob. We love you. We appreciate you. And I'm doing a Lamar and Likely lineup for sure. Obviously you should too. All right. My first touchdown, I'm going to go Steph Diggs. Yeah, I need him for best ball, but I actually like him this week without Butte. I think that Bucks Patriots game, the run defenses are tough. So I think the points are going to be had in the air, I think. And so I like Diggs to find the end zone again on Sunday. What do you got next?
I want to go out on a limb here. He's coming back from injury, and another one of his guys just went out on injury. So this guy's going to have to run routes. Give me Denami Brown at plus 450.
Oh, okay. I like it. Tyler's
Brian
got
Thomas just got rolled out for the game, so no Brian Thomas, no Travis Hunter. Jacoby Myers can only do so much on a short week. Parker Washington's there. Denami Brown's probably got to be the de facto guy on the outside. So it'll be him and Myers on these outside routes. Lawrence showed he liked Brown early in the year, so I'll take a plus 450 on that shot.
I like that a ton. Steve, what do you got?
So I know, excuse me, Tyler took him in the yardage prop. I'm going to take him in the touchdown prop. I think they get Rashid Shaheed on the board week 1 plus 230 on DK. And, you know, I like we said before, like he knows this offense. The other receivers are banged up. JSN, for as great as he's been, has not been like the biggest touchdown guy. So
how many touchdowns does he have on the season so far?
I want to say 5 or 6. Like it's good, but it's not like he's going to set a touchdown record or anything like that.
Right. I was just curious. Is it really only 4?
It might be. I mean, last week he didn't have one. And Darnold threw 4. He didn't have one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It looks like 4. Yeah. He's like clearing over 100 every game basically, but yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like Ken Walker in that game. I feel like he's getting more of the role lately. I don't know. I need to check the utilization split. What do you
I
think?
just don't like, they rarely use him in the red zone. So he's got to get it or like inside the 10. So
I think I like the price 160 for, yeah. So has it been basically more Walker between the 20s and Charbonnet gets the
more like, you know, between the 10, like, well, they use Charbonnet plenty, but once they get inside the 10, it becomes a Charbonnet show.
Okay, then never mind. Take that back. Okay, then I'm going to list all the Lions touchdowns because oh, come on. They're going to score 40 plus points. How does this
If they're going to
happen?
score 40, there's only one touchdown you should be betting, Meg.
What?
And he's all the way at the bottom of the list.
Defense?
It's Craig Reynolds.
Oh.
If they're all going in, guess who's getting that last one at the end of the game at 19-1?
That's true. That's true. Brock Wright, Tesla, Reynolds. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, Goff 22. They'll give Goff. They'll do that throw that pass to him that they did last year. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, don't think that they're not going to put on an offensive show after what happened last week and Ken against this Washington defense. But of course, Gibbs is minus 160, Amon-Ra's minus 145, Monty's minus 105. But I know, Steve, your pick was Laporta 140. So I'll say JMO 150. Yeah. I mean, just bet them all. They're multiple are going to hit. So that's my thoughts on that. I don't have any other touchdowns. It's kind of tough sledding this week on the, like, especially finding like some plus.
What
money.
do we think of these other guys on Baltimore outside of the main 2 in Henry Flowers? Like Mark Andrews plus 160. He came
that
back.
Was Steve. Steve has him definitely.
Likely's plus 265. Bateman's plus 275. Like
it would
Lamar
not.
shown he'll use these guys.
Oh my gosh!
And he uses them way more than Flowers. Like.
Yeah.
When Flowers gets near the red zone, he does not get targets.
No.
Yeah.
So it becomes
Flowers only has 1 touchdown on and that was our whole thesis during best ball season, especially on underdog half point PPR. Flowers only has, is it 1 or 2?
I think just the 1.
I think it's just the 1, and it was like week 1.
Yeah. Yep. It was the week 1 against the Bills. Yeah. He just is not a red zone target. When they get near the end zone, it's Henry or the tight ends and then Bateman gets it. So to me, if you're looking for plus money Ravens touchdowns, it's, you know, sprinkling on Andrews likely and Bateman for sure. So I like that. All right. Parlay time. Tyler, your favorite parlay. Now we'll again cook up a prop party lotto here where we each pick a leg, but what is like just a parlay that you kind of like this week?
I'm going to go with a simple 2-legger and some rushing yards. We're going to go with Steve's guy, Derrick Henry, up to 100.
Like it.
We're going to take Jahmyr Gibbs up to 100. They get you a 12-1 ticket.
Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a ton. I mean, Rudy, I have no idea what he's doing underneath my chair, but no clue. Steve, what do you got for your favorite parlay?
Give me 1 second. I'm working on one. So if you have yours, go ahead.
Well, I do like that, Goff, if you just want it. So let me do something with Lions here. I mean, I've been talking about the whole damn show. Why would I do anything else? Hold on. I just want to make sure he's not eating the chair.
Eating the chair.
It's possible.
That is true.
This was our grandparents' chair. We used to visit our grandparents in this chair, and I just like recovered it and stuff. So yeah, it's like kind of like a family thing, you know, that I really, really, really like you to not eat. Okay. Oh my God, he's insane. All right, let me go to the Lions here, finish cooking this up. Steve, are you still working on yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stick with the Goff 270 and 3. I'm going to then add in the rush receiving of Gibbs because I really, really, really like that. I'm just going to move my chair around so Rudy can't just devastate this chair. I'm going to go to 120. Come on, get over here. This is Rudy's worst performance yet. It is insane. Throw in, yeah, this is going to be like a total insane lotto. So look out. And I'm leaving out my favorite guy, JMO. I mean, that feels like just absolutely wrong. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm looking for Laporta. Where is Laporta yards? Okay, I'll just leave out Laporta for right now because it's already at 39-1. 120 Gibbs rush receiving, 50 Monty rushing, 80 Amon-Ra receiving, 270 and 3 for Goff, 39-1. I mean, we're definitely going to be sending some kind of Lions parlay. Mike says my extra Commanders hate is due to your loss of. Yes, I think I am taking out my best ball losses on no, but the Washington defense is just really bad. And Steve, can you explain my Washington hate? You know me better than anybody. They also didn't draft people I like. Yeah. They didn't.
Meg sets high expectations, and then when they fail, you become dead to her. Am I wrong?
I'm no psychologist. Who knows? Maybe some tequila and tourney was solved. Yeah. I don't know. I am taking my anger out on Washington, but I mean, I do think them like trading away like a lot for old guys, like them trading for what's that terrible guy that just got hurt? Lattimore. That was a terrible trade. That could have been Scatterbo.
Lattimore, Tunsil, all of them.
They're all old. Yeah, they're old and slow. DJ Quill, I like the 22 over rushing. He and Tez Johnson over 3.5 receptions. I like both of these a ton. So I like that. Okay, Steve.
Rushing such a high level. No way Vidal's running on the Steelers defense. I mean,
right. Steve, I need to.
Okay, so mine is a 4-leg Giants Bears one, mainly on the Bears side. But Darius Slayton 50+ receiving yards, Romadunze 70+ receiving yards, Kalmanangai anytime touchdown, and then Caleb Williams 220 passing yards since plus 1,300.
Keep talking.
So, part of me would rather just do Monangai yards as well, and I think you get better odds that way. But I think he gets a touchdown this week.
I like betting the touchdown more than the yards this week, just because of the Swift fact back in there. Like, this could be one of the ones where Swift gets all the in between the 20s, and they get close to the end zone. Swift runs to the sideline. Here comes Monangai to pound the ball into the end zone.
But I don't know if Swift's going to play. So
it's sounding like not.
If he doesn't play, that's even better. But
yeah,
right. All right. So we gave 3 parlays. Obviously we talked props. We talked touchdowns. We gave 3 parlays that we each like. Now it's time to build a lotto, and we're going to build a winner. Damn it. So I'll work on it over on FanDuel. If one of you wants to price it out on DraftKings, Tyler, what's the first? I mean, I can say. I'm pushing some lines I'm just deciding which one. But Tyler, what's your first leg?
We'll do likely up to 40 yards. That's about 2-1.
Oh, I like likely a lot this week. So I like that. Let me go there. I'm building on FanDuel. I mean, he looked good down the seam for Lamar. Okay, likely 40. Yeah. Okay. Steve, what do you got?
Well, I was going to do Henry, but I don't want to do 2 from the same game. So let me pivot to debating between.
I think you could, honestly.
Yeah, I must say that's not
I don't think that's that crazy.
Okay.
In fact, you might get some anti-correlated boost to
We
that.
will get the anti-correlation boost. Plus,
Yeah.
I mean, Henry could rush for 100 and likely have 3 catches and have 50 yards.
Right.
That's true too.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
let's do Henry 100. I mean, plus 215 on that.
Okay. I'm trying to find that on FanDuel because again, we'll price it out on both. Okay. Oh, it might be better on DraftKings then because it's only plus 194. But again, doing the anti-correlated nature, that already took it to 7-1 before mine. And we know I'm going to be dropping in a humdinger here. All right. You guys tell me. I'm leaning towards pushing the hell out of Gibbs rush receiving, but Laporta, ASB, Gibbs, or JMO, as far as I think
Gibbs rush receiving or Laporta's pushing Laporta up to like 70, 80.
Or do you, so I'm sorry, which one do you like more, Gibbs rush
I
receiving?
think Gibbs rush receiving.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning toward. What do you like the most, Tyler?
I'm with the Gibbs rush receiving one.
Okay. See, this is, you know,
I just don't know how much higher I want to have Laporta than like 60 yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Why can I not find the rush receiving on FanDuel? Okay, there we go. And now I'm looking for the alts. Because I found the regular line. Oh my God, Rudy. Okay, here we go. No, that's first quarter. God, this is killing me.
So
I'm literally sharing the screen, and you guys can tell me if I'm blind here. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, so I was under. So rush receiving, they just have the 2, and then I was looking for the alts though.
They don't have alts up for rush receiving on FanDuel yet. It looks like.
Oh, okay. There we go. Then what is it? What does it go from 120? What's the next option on DraftKings for rush?
130 is plus 255.
Okay, what does that take us to?
120 is plus 178. So.
Go 130. What does that take us to in the total thing?
The 130 pushes it to 29-1.
Yeah.
Do you want to take likely to 50? Oh, I know what we could do. Hold on one second.
Oh,
let me cook here. Well, there's going to be correlation to this, but I still think it'll kick it up to what we need. So I'm going over. Wait, do you already have this built out, Tyler?
Yeah.
Can you put even just team total for Lions over 35 and see what that does? Well, come on.
Oh my God.
Team props, team totals, 35.5.
Yeah. It's going to be
71-1.
Okay. All right. So I got to write this down because I was trying to build on FanDuel and that did not work. Okay. So it's likely 40. So it's just 2 games basically okay. So it's likely 40 plus receiving, Henry 100 plus rushing, Gibbs 130 plus rush receiving. And then you guys tell me what number, since this is going to be the final leg, what number do we actually do?
Do we want to do 34.5? Because it really sucked to see him land on 35.
Yeah. So what's that?
That gets you 65-1.
Beautiful. That's going to be it. I'm going to put it in after the show. I'll put it on Discord. But again, our prop potty, that feels good. Our prop party lotto for week 10, likely 40 plus, Henry 100 plus, Mike Rob, hopefully you're loving this right now. Gibbs 130 plus, rush receiving 34.5 over, Lions team total, alt team total. Boom. We're 65-1. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to send it out on Discord. And this is going to be our prop party. We have been so close the last 2 weeks. Hopefully we get there this week. Let me say hi to our guy. Who Hames came in the chat. Always good to see you, Who Hames. Wait, these legs are sexy. we added some fun ones. We got our guy Lowell Samo in here. Great to see you, Lowell Samo. Hopefully your best ball season is going well, and you gotta love a potty parlay picks. So all right, guys, this has been fun. Again, we covered props, we covered touchdowns, we covered parlays we each like. I'm obsessed with everything Lions this week because that's how I'm taking out my anger. Mike Rob's trying to figure out the therapies and figure out what's going on with me here. Is it because I lost Scattaboo? No, I'm just angry with Washington and their old defense. So and I really think Lions are going to put up a ton of points. So and then we built a fun little 4-leg prop party lotto that I feel really good. I freaking love this. 2 games. I love this. 2 teams that we think are going to go over their total. That's my final thoughts. Tyler, what are your final thoughts for the week?
The final thoughts, I think we found a bunch of winners. I think we identified some of these props on this. It's a weird slate, to be honest with you. There's only a couple good games, a couple ugly ones with bad weather.
Real
we
bad.
managed to dodge all those talking about these games, which is a good thing. So
yeah,
I think we're in a good spot.
Washington's outdoors, but not supposed to have weather. Yeah.
But I think we're in a good spot to find some winners. Hopefully we get this parlay home because I was upset last week when Monterey came up 3 yards short.
I've been upset the last 2 weeks. We've been so close. I mean, again, Tyler, I thought we had it. The one app I used, shame on that app, said 102. And I was so excited. I was like, we got it home. But hopefully this week. I think we had some good teamwork, good collab today too. I loved it. Steve, what are your final thoughts for the week?
Yeah, no, I think like we talked about at the beginning of the show, this week has some blowout games, so I think we can target some of those, and then some games that I think will be close and fun. And even if they're not great teams, like I think the Bears-Giants game has some sneaky shootout potential.
That's the one we got to watch weather.
No, I think good luck to everyone. Hope we get a week with no big injuries. And
yes, please, God, everybody stay safe and healthy, especially our best ball bags.
and enjoy. Everyone can cook up some fun parlays themselves and get some winners as well. So
yeah, share it in Discord too. Again, check out link in the description for our Substack, and then join us over in Discord because that is a fun time. Guys on tonight, 9:30, the Degen dads. Be sure to check that out. And there was one other reminder I had, but I lost it. So that's okay. But no, we appreciate you guys joining us. So for Tyler, for Steve, I'm Meg, and we will see you next time.